Hello, my name is Lamarion. Welcome to the Rain Talk. At the end of the year 2021, Chicago experienced one of its deadliest years in a quarter of a century. Chicago had 797 homicides, the most in any U.S. city. Today, you will hear about a case that has still not been solved, but luckily, she is here to tell her story.
On June 25th, 2021, there was a shooting in Park Manor on the south side of Chicago. One of the victims just so happened to be my cousin, Karan McGowan. Karan was born on April 22nd, 1993, in Kansas City. She moved to Chicago in 1994. Karan is a graduate of class of 2011 of Dunbar High School. Before her incident, she was a cook at Compass Group and Paramount Events. Because of her gunshot wounds, Karan has not been able to work or live her life like she did before the incident. Let's hear her story.
Hello, Karan. Welcome to the ring. My name is Samara. Do you mind telling us your story?
Yes, I'm ready to tell my story. On June 25th, 2021, I was out with two of my best friends. We went downtown to the sugar factory, or no, JoJo's Milk Bar, with um my friend Tiana, three sons. It was her middle son Jason' birthday, so we took the boys to the restaurant. We went at like 5 o'clock that night, and we were done. I want to say around like 7 o'clock. So we dropped the boys off with their grandma, and it's just me, Tiana, and Kiana. And I've been knowing them since fifth grade. So it was like I'm not ready to go home yet. I'm not ready to go home yet either. Let's try to find something to do. So we called one of our other friend, Chanel, who they've been knowing since preschool. But I met Chanel at Dunbar. I mean, not Dunbar, at Mollison in fifth grade. She actually showed me around on the first day. So we called her. She was living on 47th and King Drive at the time. We called her to see what she was up to. She didn't answer. So we just rolled down to 47th and King Drive because that's where we all grew up at. And we didn't see her, so we was trying to find out something to do. So Tiana asked us like, "Do you want to reach out to her friend that we had met a couple of times?" I'm like, "Sure, we're not doing nothing." So she called to see where he was at, and he was on 71st in Indiana. So she was like, "Y'all want to go over there?" I'm like, "Sure." It's nothing else to do. So we went over there. It was like one of the first days of summer. It was like 80 something degrees, real nice. Um, it was people outside, but it wasn't like no riffraff. Like it didn't seem like something was about to happen. It was like older people sitting out there on their porches, sitting in their picnic chairs, listening to music. It wasn't a whole lot of people. And we were just out there just talking, having a good time, just doing nothing illegal, nothing wrong. We were just talking. And Tiana and Kiana was still sitting in the car. I was standing outside of Kiana's car, and the moment I saw a flash, I knew that that wasn't good. So as soon as I saw this bright flash, it was just and all I hear is Tiana saying, "Q, where are you? Q, get down. Q, where you at? Q, get down." And it's like the fastest, slowest moment of my life, and it feel like I'm getting hit with bean bags. And when it was over, like my body, like it was like it flew. Like I was, I flew, like my body flew from where I was originally at, and I look up, got a hole in my arm, and my glasses is these the same glasses I had on that night. They was all the way down there. My arm, hole, like I'm literally looking through my arm, and I'm trying to move, but my legs not moving, and I didn't know all what was going on at the time. I was just like, I wasn't in shock. I didn't even know at the time that Kiana actually got shot in her thigh. But Kiana, because she was a CNA, she actually went over to me first. She was trying to help me the most, even though her own twin sister got shot. She was making sure, trying to make sure I was okay, trying to call the police. Um, so I was, trying to stay calm. And mind you, my mom and my stepdad was out of town. That was the day that they went out of town because my stepdad's birthday was the day after I got shot. So June 26th is his birthday. So they weren't even gone for a whole 24 hours. And my grandma was home by herself. So I'm just like, whoa, like, it's crazy. Something out of a movie. Like, I never would have expected something like that to happen. But anyway, the own star people in Tiana truck, she said he trying to tell them to call 911. They not listening. So they made like a makeshift tourniquet for my arm. But I didn't know at the time the bullet actually severed the artery in my arm. I could have bled out to death just off of that alone. Um, so while all of this was going on, I was like, Tiana, call my mama, let her know what's going on. And just waiting. We like, what's going on? Where's the ambulance? But we didn't know it was a shooting a block ahead, like 5 minutes before that. So, the emergency services was kind of tied up, I guess. And I was just laying there. I was telling myself, like, Ryan, don't go to sleep. You go to sleep, you probably not gonna wake up. Um, like I'm talking to God. I'm not a really religious person, but I do believe in a higher being. And I was like, Lord, I know we gotta go. We all gotta go someday. But my mama is not finna have to come home and bury me. She is not. Like I'm not dying. Like I knew I was okay. I wasn't scared. I was calm. Like I wasn't nervous, but I was starting to get hot because I had lost all that blood. So at this point, some firefighters had came. Some Caucasian firefighters, and they were literally like standing on the curb like watching me die, not helping me. And I know that firefighters are trained, have EMT training. And I grabbed one of them by the ankles, like, are you really gonna like stand here and watch me die? You're not gonna help me? And at that moment, while Tiana was trying to, I guess, call 911 and see what was going on. This lady, I didn't even know who she was. She had came behind me and she was holding me and she was talking to me. And trying to keep me calm. And at this point, hold on. And at this point, a young black officer came and he had like the proper tourniquet equipment and he did my arm. And a couple of minutes after that, two paramedics came. It was a older Caucasian male and a young Caucasian female. I think she was in training. So they finally come over and they were like, do you think you can get up? Now, at this point, I was pissed off. I was like, do it look like I can fucking get up? Because at this point, it's like, come on now. So they finally put me on the stretcher. They rolled me to the ambulance. When we get to the ambulance doors are locked. So I have to wait another 5 minutes. Oh wait, I'm sorry, hold on, let me go back. The police, when they took my phone, they wouldn't let Tiana give me my phone. So I had my purse, but no phone. So mind you, I'm by myself at this point. Then nobody get with me to go on the ambulance. I didn't think they was letting people ride in an ambulance with other people at this point. So I don't even know if people know what's going on with me yet. So they finally get me on the ambulance. You think they be trying to assess me, right? No. First thing they want to know, insurance. So they do that. They don't really do nothing. So I'm just laying there, and I'm like, what hospital am I going to? He was like, Christ. I was like, Christ, how far is that? He's like, 20 minutes. I'm 20 minutes? The University of Chicago was right there. He was like, well, they're overwhelmed right now. And I'm like, whatever. Okay. So I'm sitting there, and mind you, I got all this blood on me. Like, I was so bloody. It was blood everywhere. All on me. My glasses got blood on it. And everything, just blood. Dried up blood at this point. And a hole in my arm. And we're finally on our way to the ambulance. I mean, to the hospital. And at this point, I think they done. They not talking to each other. They just sitting there. So I asked the paramedic. I said, "Excuse me, can I get some tissue?" Then he was like, he said like real smart. Well, we are busy trying to save your life, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing else. Be quiet. Like I'm like, what? Like, what's the issue? I didn't interrupt you. I was polite about it. Like I'm just want some tissue to wipe my face off. And finally, when we got to the hospital, the opened the ambulance doors. They wheeled me right into this big room. It was like 50 people in there, and it was this young black doctor. I forgot her name, but she was like, "Karan, my name is Doctor Such and Such. Only listen to me. Only talk to me." So they transferred me to the gurney. I guess that's what it's called. And he was asking me all these questions. It was like 30 doctors, nurses. They cut my clothes off at the scene, but they were hooking me up to blood. I kept telling them I was hot, so they gave me some what's that? Some ice bags, and they were trying to figure everything out. And one of the interns, or what, like one of the beginning stages of becoming a doctor, he said something stupid, and the I guess the attending or whatever he was like, use your head, think. And when he said that, I felt so much comfortable after that. And after that, they took me to go get a CAT scan. And when I came back from the CAT scan, I was like, did somebody get in touch with my mom? Like, could somebody call my mom, please? And they were like, we're on it. And a couple of minutes after that, I saw my dad come in, and he like stumbled when he saw me. And I was like, Dad, I'm okay. Dad, I'm all right. Okay. He was on the phone with my mom at the time. I didn't know. But I didn't even know how he felt that. I wouldn't even think, I'm like, Dad, it's okay. And I gave him up my purse and my house keys. And I talked to mama. And yeah, he saw my clothes because I actually had on all white Air Force Ones. Like they were drenched in blood. Like they got dyed. Like, in red. I'm like, I don't want this stuff. Throw it away. Like you want? I'm like, Dad, throw this away. I don't want this. Why would I want this? Why would I want these clothes still? It's a painful reminder. But I'm like, no, I don't want this stuff no more. Like, what? I don't have no use for it. But anyway,